Tonight I'm going to continue to build this LEGO Disney Moana 2 Kakamora Barge from back number 4. So we've got this done and the raft done. Let's just put this away so I have the space to continue building the Kakamora Barge. So far I have enjoyed building the set. It's actually pretty fun. I love the using the plus piece as the Kakamora, as I mentioned yesterday. Let's see if I can finish it. I don't think there's that much stuff. It has 6 packs, but overall the set is pretty simple and easily built. I like the fact that they have like lots of Kakamora included. Obviously not as much as what you've seen in the movie, but just enough. I think that is good. And then let's see how far we can progress. So again, it's not that many. I'm surprised actually there's no stickers in this set, so well, it doesn't looks like it needs it like additional graphic design, so that's good. There's no stickers usually means that I can progress much quicker than usual. Because every time I need to apply stickers, it takes the concentration it takes to apply the stickers a lot. Because of the lighting and stuff, applying stickers never simple, and also depending on the sticker size. Is it if it's what's that? If it's just the right size, then it's a lot easier to see in line, and then it depends on the color and things. So there's lots of variants in play when applying stickers. So that's it. I think just say jumping board of sort. Okay, and then we got this, the sunflower piece, but in brown. So it makes it like a bunch of leaves, and you kind of have something burning. So this is great. Seriously, just need to figure out how to get this in. But there's some very interesting use of parts though. And then maybe this Kakamora here. I don't know if they have it's like the minions, right? Apart from the more regular one that you you can, I mean, especially from the Minions movie, that you can recognize Bob easily, and only within a Minions movie setting you can recognize Kevin and Stuart, and Otto, of course. But if you put in this bigger movie, it's really hard to recognize individual minion. So that's the only thing. I'm building here. Sometimes I just don't know, but it's actually pretty cool with all those Kakamora. I mean, if you hear me repeating something multiple times, that just indicate how interested I am with the certain or the few parts, right? Because if it's something that I don't really care, and I probably even mention it only once, But here we are. We've got this. Is it a drum of sort? I don't know. To be honest, Moana 1 was a much better movie. I mean, 2 ain't bad, but it's just that there's some parts that I just don't get it. I mean, sometimes it just I think I had issue with certain things. Oops. Okay. That's so hard to. I think it's just more like, hey, there are parts where I think these are the thing that kind of slows me down. I think it's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is because there's some like cliffhanger, like you wonder what's going to be the end, but you don't know when's the next movie gonna come. Anyway, so I think it's supposed to be like this, a little bit loose. But you can see there are not many parts left, so I think we'll be finishing quite soon. So this is basically a drum, I think. So that's why it's a little bit leaning forward. Because I think originally I thought it shouldn't be leaning forward, so I tried to apply too much force and then break away. And here we are. Okay. This here. It's funny how they're all facing the same side, because I usually thought, hey, anyway, it is what it is. I wouldn't know some of the reason, but well, that's what the designer has designed. So I just get over my eyes a little bit sore. I don't know why. I think it's just like not enough sleep and too much stress. To use mobile phone less, I would say. But it's hard nowadays. Like even with work, right? You have to look at phones all the time. Yeah, just don't know how to decrease screen time. I think I might need to go have a course of time management, because I'm really like heading into a chaotic spiral, I would say. Right? Okay. Okay. This feel a little bit odd for me, but anyway, if it's just what it is, then I'll just have to get on with it. Okay. Some of these are pretty nice design though, but you didn't get the angle right. Okay. I think I got the angle right. Got a banana and some leather. So obviously got the leather going down, got the banana in the barrels. Okay. I'll just leave it here because it will not be the same as what they represent. Okay, and we've got this. I think this is the Kakamora that is helping Kotu. And then we have back 4 done. And back 4 we'll have, this is the drum, I think. This goes to here, I think. Okay, so this one is not modular, it's kind of stationary. This is pretty nice so far. And then just back 5 and 6, so seems like it's going to be quite quick as well. And then 6 will be the final side of the Kakamora. And I don't even have a smaller back either. So it will be interesting to see what we're building here though. Just going to spread out the bricks a little bit more so I actually can see what are the bricks that I need. And then the use of the yellow technically it's a lot in this. It then makes sense to use the color because otherwise you get some inconsistency. Yeah, what are we doing here? I don't know. it felt like something for a hamster. I think there might be a scene I just can't recall. But there's some nice use or new color variant of certain piece, right? I don't think you will need it as much unless there's some specific thing that you're building. Oops, just to get this in. Yep. Okay. Yep, it can actually run. Okay. Yep. Just right here. Okay. What other parts? Even though that's not many parts in there, you still struggle to find the parts. Sometimes it's like the Lego bricks are facing upside down, just hard to notice. Okay. Oh, you can still run. Okay. That's pretty cool. Another one. Okay. Oh, okay. That's it. This really quick. There's some really nice feature going on, and then we've got some plants that we're building. Is it? Okay. Well, it has to be a plant, right? With this color, and that's how the modern Lego tree branches are built. But let's just not rush your conclusion, because often my mistakes are made when I try to rush through a conclusion. Okay. Okay, so this is how it lands, and okay, we've got another cell. Okay, let's just have this kind of. Okay, which one? Yeah, the Kakamora looks like pirates, right? So it'll be interesting, once you got the black pearl, one piece set. So all together it will be pretty epic looking. I love using the use of fabric. Okay, and then this is where the tree branches factor in, right? Okay. Okay, like this. I think we're doing the same thing but on the other side. Yeah. Yep, exactly. I knew it. But even I know I got it right, I guess it right. Just don't rush doing things. It's like in software, if you want to fix something, don't rush. Because the moment that you rush, you're gonna make mistake. And that's it for all the cell. These are really nice design though. Unfortunately, these are licensed parts, so you can't, unless you go to Bricklink or Brick.O and buy from other seller, then Lego don't provide this type of pieces separately. They can't sell it separately because of the license agreement. And then you have 2 trees. It's actually fairly simple, this tree. Okay, I think we need to build one more. This is just the 2 on top, because I don't see enough pieces to build one more. It's a nice looking way to create the palm tree, let's say. Okay, you don't have to, be a particular angle. I think it has enough flexibility to be looking well in various angles. Is that supposed to push all the way? I don't know, I haven't pushed all the way, so. Alright, and this is just over here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, some really nice details. And that's it for bag number 5, just one more bag to go. So far, actually, whether you do it as a barge or not, I think it's just looking great, like placing on a shelf, on a desk, or you could place some mini figures. And this final bag is actually not that much, and then we've got some accessories for the Kakamora. So we'll basically do the final side of the barge. Okay, we'll leave that later on. Kind of spread all this out. I think it's pretty much the same as the other side. Yeah. I think the base is pretty straightforward, because that's the same as what we already built in the first 3 bags. We've got this here. What else? Okay, this right here. It does mean that. Okay, hopefully I don't make any mistakes. Okay, just like this. And then again, we've got the stuff underneath to make it feels like, floating on water. But of course, this set doesn't float. Don't try it. It will sink to the bottom of your bathtub, or if you stupid enough to try it on a pond, or sink even deeper. Just don't do it. Okay, set the corner. We've got flowers. I'm surprised. Okay, that's right. It's only like 572 pieces, so it's actually not that many pieces. No wonder make much faster progress. It's like sometimes LEGO just quite inconsistent in terms of the box size. I think sometimes it's not many pieces, but they want to justify the cost. Because like Disney license sets, especially with like big minifig and big parts, it's gonna be really pricey. So to make up a psychological thing, it's like, okay, the box is bigger. And naturally you thought, hey, it makes sense. But yeah, anyway. But I think this set is not that expensive. If you just buy piece count, yeah, they're probably like good price. But in terms of what you get or what you pay, especially if you can get a discount, then it totally makes sense. I think lots of sets like lately falls into this category. Okay. So it's a little bit feeling drowsy, so definitely we need to go to bed after this. So not going to do any additional filming afterwards. Just finish this and go to bed. That would be the smartest idea. Okay. Looks like there's one piece missing. This is hide underneath the other back. Okay. One here, one here. You pretty much got some idea of what's supposed to be there. Okay. Alright. This is for the second level, I think. Oops, just be careful on this one. So it could have a catastrophic effect. Let me see part right. So okay. Yep, there's some nice little build around this area. And of course, this we need two of this. Sometimes the leaves are hard to having additional flowers going to attach to it. So okay, place it this way. Okay, so it's more like a door. Alright, and this next, just kind of additional reinforcement so that it doesn't fall out. Do it this way. Okay, and what next? Well, this is just doing the exact same thing on this side. So okay, here. Okay, we've got. The thing is, some of the things on both ends very, very, very similar. Okay. Sorry, suddenly stopped talking because I was just trying to focus on getting this part done. Totally forgot to keep on talking. It's hard to align sometimes. Alignment usually the biggest thing that would slow me down. And we've got nice tree on this side. Okay. Again, it's interesting here. Yes, again, there's some. There's a launch. It's another action feature, I would say. It's going to launch a type of things. Okay, so just need to make sure that got the right balance. So you can do this and then launch something out. And oh, some treasure gems. Oh, pretty much towards the end. 1, 2. Oh, they do give you extra gems. So this is how you get the gems as hidden. Alright. This is when I can connect this on here. But what are the remaining stuff though? Because there's still quite a few parts left. I think that's why we're building it. What will it be? Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. So, and then the ice cream cone kind of inverted. I don't know. It seems like some kind of swing. Can it be done though? Okay. Ah, this is when this soft. Oh, okay, it's actually pretty cool then. This here. And this is how it connects to it. So okay. And then swing all the way to here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we got this kind of. This is actually pretty cool, you know, play feature. Now, this here. Oh, come on. For the different fish and okay, so okay, this guy is here. So that here is a launching the coconut. Come on. It's like you need different heads. Should have open up the pack and do it as it goes because it's just a little bit difficult to figure out all this. So this one the shell and stuff kind of goes into here. There's no spares, but these are some really cool accessory. And we've got this this guy. Yep. And then we've got this. Is it the king? Can't recall which one is the king. But anyway, that's it. We've got some the extra coconut here. We're launching the coconuts, and that's it. We're finished building it. I find it funny because they got the Disney, and some are mini figures and some are Minnie Mouse. I don't know how like decide which one is which one. I just realized the Minnie Mouse one has a really cool variant of Minnie Mouse. Some nice printed parts, but can't really get every single set. But anyway, I think it's a pretty nice set. Got the raft, the big fig, and the barge, and a bunch of Kakamora, which I think they're really cool use of the new plus piece. But this is it. I finished building this Kakamora Barge. I'm going to bet like now, but we'll do an in-depth review of this because I think there are some really cool things with this set. I really enjoy building it. I like the outcome because I bought it with a discount. So far, I'm very satisfied. So make sure you stay tuned so you don't miss the in-depth review of this set. But tonight, it's good night.